What's up, people? Does radon mitigation actually work? We just moved into our home a couple of weeks ago, and one of the things we tested for was radon gas. We went out on Amazon, we purchased this device called AirThings Wave Plus, seen here in the corner of your screen, and I'll have a link for it down in the description of this video. Immediately upon turning this thing on, it went red, and the levels were extremely high. It was just unbelievable how high these readings were. Acceptable levels are a 0.4 or below. Ours were in the 33 and up range. So immediately we decided to have some radon mitigation taken care of. So we contacted a company. They came out and they did the installation for us. Now, I'm going to show you the before and after of where they installed it, what it looked like, what they did, how much it cost, the company, and also the readings just prior to the installation and after, and so forth. It's been about 4 or 5 days now since the installation was done, but you'll be able to see that once this thing was installed, our radon problem went away. All right, I'm in the basement, hasn't been finished yet, but I want to show you the device that I'm talking about that we purchased on Amazon. This right here is the AirThings Wave Plus. When you wave your hand across the top, it'll give you a green, yellow, or red ring. See, right now it's green, so the air quality is good. And I can actually show you in real time how that works. And just open up my app, and what I'll do is change hands real fast, and I'll start a screen recording for you. All right, if you look in the corner of your screen, I'm going to turn on open up the app, and right away it'll show you your numbers. So I'm going to swipe down and sync it. There you go, up to date. That's what the air quality looks like in the corner of your screen. Same thing right here. It'll tell you that your radon is at a 0.3, VOC, which is like everything else, like if you're grilling or cooking upstairs. CO2 is 525, humidity 58%. If any of those were out of the green, there would be a little yellow or red dot next to them, okay? And I'll show you some screenshots also in the corner of your screen. But anyway, that's what it looks like when you log in on the app. We have this right here in the center of the floor right now because we're still measuring on a daily basis. It's only been a few days. But first things first, let's talk about what they did to get these levels down. This is what it looked like the day before. Here's what the level looked like as they were getting ready to install it. And this is what the level looks like now. So the first thing they did was seal the corner of the floor. Everything that had a crack in it, a foundation crack, yes, it's not pretty, but they went all the way around the floor and sealed it, okay? Obviously, it doesn't look eye-pleasing, but when we get the basement finished, you're not gonna see that. I really don't care. It's doing its job. And then they did a smoke test and a lighter test to make sure that everything that they sealed off, there was nothing seeping through. This is the pipe that they installed. Now this is a before and after shot. Let me show you the before. This is what it looked like before they installed it. And this is what it looks like now. Basically blends in with your sewage pipe. Everything looks like it's supposed to be there. It's sealed around the base and it goes right outside the house. And we'll show you that in a second. Here's your negative pressure indicator. There's a tube that goes into the pipe, and as the suction goes up through the pipe, you can see that it's drawing or pulling the liquid in one direction. If this U was even with one another, then either the pump is off or there's a problem with the pump. So as long as it's uneven, there's suction going through the pump. Once they installed this, the way that they tested it was, now way back over here, show you what they did. Where's the hole? There it is. Okay. This hole right here is this far away from the pump. So where I'm standing at the back of the basement, to my left, to your right, is where they drilled another hole. Once they turned that pipe on, this is how they tested it. Check out this little short video. That is basically the lighter flame getting sucked into the hole to show that everything underneath is being sucked in that direction. They sealed that hole. They did another test with the lighter and the smoke to go around everywhere else in the floor to make sure there was no other areas that was leaking, meaning there was no smoke being pulled into a crack or anywhere where the gas could get out. Once they were done sealing it, everything was good to go. Now they also did a sump pump for me. When we moved in, there was no sump pump, so we wanted the sump pump put in. Basically, that's the sump pump that they installed, and they sealed the base of the pump. That's all sealed, caulked all the way around. We have a dehumidifier down here. They took the drip line, they ran the drip line in there, and they also caulked around there and did a smoke test to make sure that nothing was coming out, nothing was leaking. That's kind of like there's no problems with water in this area. The former owners of the home did not have any problems with water in the basement, but we do have a water heater, 50-gallon water heater down there, high efficiency. If that thing breaks, that will pump it out. So we'll take you outside. We're going to show you what it looks like on the outside, and we'll talk a little bit more about the cost, who we used, etc. This is what the pump looks like on the outside. Looks like it's supposed to be there. You have an on and off switch. It's powered, and then the pipe goes all the way up to the top of the ceiling and above the roof. I think it's about a foot or two above the roof where the gas is going out. You cannot hear this pump inside. You barely hear it outside. If you put your hand on it, you can feel that it's working. This is what it looks like. That's what the pump looks like. Now let's go talk about who we used, how much this install was with the sump pump, and what we think about the overall review of the company, etc. All right, so that's what the install looks like, how everything is working. I'm very happy and pleased with the results, especially with the company that came out, very professional, the two guys that came out and did this installation, which took for both under 4 hours. All their information will be down in the description. So if you found this video because you were looking into radon gas, I highly recommend you get mitigation done immediately. Now, will everybody's installation be as easy as that? It depends on your location. It depends on how your foundation is laid. We're lucky. It was very easy for them to drill the hole, and underneath was easy for it to pull out. There was no real issues. They don't have to come back out. Everything is under warranty. They can discuss all that with you, but if you're concerned, which you should be, since it's a second leading cause of lung cancer, I would get it done. So test for radon, and if you do have high levels, anything above a 0.4. Now the dirty truth about that, here in Pennsylvania, you could be outside, it could be between 0.2 and 0.7 outside, because we're in a really red radon state, okay? But you don't want those high levels in your home. 55 was the highest I saw. That was horrendous. 33 in the basement was terrible. 30, I think, at the start of the test, right before they installed it, we showed you. And then afterwards, just the immediate drop and the consistent, it's below the safe levels now constantly. Anyway, that's all I have. If you have any questions for me, shoot me a message below. The cost was $2,200 and some dollars. It was a little over $2,200. I almost forgot to tell you that. But that included the sump pump installation, radon mitigation. We went with the largest 4-inch pipe and the largest pump we can get. So $2,200, but I've seen estimates between $16 and $23. So in that range. And if you're just going for radon, it's going to be a little cheaper than ours, but that's how much we paid, 22 something and change. And like I said, there's warranty, and if there was any issues afterwards, they'd come out, take care of it. So anyway, that's it. Do me a favor before you go. Click the like button. Click that little bell notification. Down here, click subscribe. If you really like the content we put out, click the super thanks button. Last but not least, you guys and girls all be safe. That's all I got. I'm out.